What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Manly, and today I'm gonna cook the most amazing steak and eggs. You ready? So, to make steak and eggs, I'm gonna tell you how you do it. You get some beef tallow. This pan's hot right now. Ready? We're gonna make a really amazing meal here. I'm doing beef tallow so I can turn up the heat. And check this out. This is a grass-fed steak. I'm gonna turn this on in a second. It's gonna get smoky in here. This is a grass-fed steak and I've left it out for a half an hour so the temperature comes down so I can sear the outside and the inside gets cooked. If you take the steak out and it's too cold, you're gonna overcook the outside to get the caramelization, overcook, and then it's still gonna be stone cold in the inside. So always take your steaks out and let them come up to room temperature. It takes about 20-30 minutes depending on the size of the steak. Or 10 minutes to an hour if you're doing really small or really big, okay? Salt and pepper on the steak. Listen, can you come a little closer? Don't mind the, okay, see how the pan's getting hot? See, we got a really hot pan there, and then we're gonna throw the steak in. You ready? Watch this. Always lay away, lay the steak away from you. Always lay away so you don't get hot oil in your face. So, cooking is a song. It's always a music, and you can hear the music of this steak. And you know what? Actually sounds like a little cold, so I'm going to turn it up just a touch. But see how it's making a noise? It's not too quiet, it's not too loud. You have to develop that for yourself, and that's going to be your own flavor. Whether you fucking burn things or you boil them. If you boil the steak, it's not going to have that Maillard reaction. Look up Maillard, M-A-I-L-L-A-R-D. It's a caramelization process. And that's what creates the flavor, a little bit of burnt. It actually changes the proteins, or it turns the proteins into carbohydrates or something. It colors it, okay? That I do know. I didn't get deep into the chemistry, but as a chef, you need to know these things, okay? So I don't know what everybody else is saying, but you do need to get the caramelization. Make sure you press that steak down. And it is getting smoky here. So I'm just getting the beef fat all over the steak. And then you don't really need to move it. I'm gonna turn this on, and I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna see you when I flip it. I'm gonna see you in a minute when I flip it. All right, everybody, we're back. This just took a bit, like 2 minutes here. If you can see this, look at that. It was about 2 minutes, and now it released, so we need to flip it quick. See how it released? I didn't do any of that. The pan did all the work. Gonna flip it once. Boom, look at that caramelization there. Push it down again, and we got a really nice crust. It's called a crust. You can hear me now. We got a really nice crust, so that's nice and crusty and custy and rusty and yummy. So that's going to be amazing. Hopefully, how much salt is on there? A good amount. Do I need more? Good. All right, so we got a really beautiful little crust there. It's actually almost done. It needs like 1 second, and then after that, I'm going to throw in some butter. You're going to see this. I'm actually going to stay with you here. So when you cook, you need to put love into it, and you need to think about every little, this is me, this is my flavor of how I cook. I look at it, I stare at it, I'm grateful for it, and I want it to taste good, so I do every little thing I can to make it taste good, and to be respectful and of others and stuff, and you know, so we're trying to make sure it's being cooked properly, and then I'm gonna see that part's already cooked. So now I'm gonna put it on the edge, and then I'm gonna cook that fat. See that fat? I don't know if everyone can see that, but I'm cooking the beef fat by pouring all the grease onto the side, and I have the hear that noise? So that's amazing. That's what we're doing here. We're cooking the beef fat. We're rendering it. We're creating another caramelization with this very hot pan. And the important thing about beef fat is that it has a higher smoke point. But I cooked this fucking pan so hot, so I think we're far past the smoke point. As you can see, it's very smoky in here. So now watch what I'm gonna do next. If you could just follow me with the camera, that'd be great. Okay, follow me with the camera. So that steak does look a little well done. Maybe I fucked up there. This beef fat is kind of garbage. It's too much. So I'm gonna get rid of that. Gonna make sure that I don't get too much fat dripping down. See, we didn't get it because we don't want to light the house on fire. So I'm gonna do one thing. Turn that off for a sec. All right, everybody, we got a hot pan here. Okay, very hot pan. It's smoking. We're gonna put the butter in here. We're gonna do the eggs now. Ready? Okay, ready for this? Look at that, beautiful. That's grass-fed organic butter right there. We're putting that in the pan, covering the pan, and we're gonna make sure it's nice and hot. And we're gonna toss the eggs in there right now. Ready for this shit? And up nice and high. And we're gonna do some over easy pasture-raised eggs. Organic eggs is bullshit. I'm gonna crack them in here and I'm gonna talk. You ready? Organic eggs are bullshit. It means nothing. Organic eggs just means that the chickens eat like fucking organic eggs just means that the chicken eats like fucking organic corn, which is bullshit, because chickens are not meant to eat corn. They're meant to eat like grass and insects and bark and little leaves and little plants and stuff like that. And so the only type of egg that is out there is called pasture-raised, and that absolutely guarantees, I mean, unless you actually go to the farm, you'll never be 100% sure, but we have to kind of accept, we have to trust the manufacturer that they're telling the truth. So, trust the farmer, sorry, that they're telling the truth. So, pasture-raised eggs, got a little shell there. Pasture-raised eggs, the hens are actually allowed to go out and eat the grass and the insects and the bark and whatever else that they eat, dirt. And that makes the yolk the orangest. So it's extremely important that you buy pasture-raised eggs. Pasture-raised, P-A-S-T-U-R-E. I can't be any clearer about that. Look it up, Google it. Don't take my word for it. Fuck organic eggs. Fuck normal eggs. Fuck eggs that don't say pasture-raised. Or pasture-raised or grass-fed is the only way when it comes to eggs, because the it's going to have the highest micronutrient content and the orangest yolks and the best flavor and the best texture, etc., etc., etc. Let me get my hands rinsed. And the most important thing to do with the eggs. That's okay. That's okay. Most important thing you can do with the eggs is season them. Lots of salt, lots of black pepper, and grass-fed butter. So here we go. If you want to be manly, you have to have lots of cholesterol in your diet. Cholesterol is the precursor to testosterone. If you ain't eating eggs, then what are you doing? Let's go. So yeah, lots of eggs, lots of salt, I think. You can never get too much salt. Salt is absolutely amazing. Organic black pepper. And look at that, people. It is time to flip these things. Let's flip them right now together. Let's see how many of these yolks that I don't break. Right, I'm not going to break any of them. Flipped. 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 No breaking the yolks. One more. Flipped, and last one. No breaking it. Wow, it didn't break any yolks. Beautiful. So, that's what I'm going to have alongside my steak. Let me get this plated up. Let's have even more fun. I'll see you in a second. You can see everything. Alright, everybody, is it running? What's up? Alright, obviously, as you can see, I just put these on the fucking... Listen, people, you can understand what I'm doing. Cleaning off the pan, we don't want to be a fucking slob. So we clean right away, we put hot water on here. Maybe I'll clean it, maybe I won't. But at least you get some water on that hot pan, very hot water. If you put too cold of a water on a hot pan, it can warp it, so you don't want to do that. And so we're putting that back there. Alright, so I am making 2 plates today. This steak is already rested, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut the steak. That's right, I'm going to cut it. Cut the steak. And Alright, so we got the grass-fed steak, got the pasture-raised eggs. This is an absolute powerhouse. This has every single micronutrient known to man in it. So, take that, and that is cooked about medium well. I did want to do it less, but I got a little carried away there. That's beautiful. And so, I'm going to put something else on it. Yeah, I mean, you are what you eat, so it's very important to can we get a better angle? It's very important to watch what you put in your mouth because you are what you eat. So I'm going to toss a little bit of cheese on here. Oh, wow. Look, the cheese is already out here. This is some special 3-year-old cheddar cheese from PEI. Where do you think we should toss this, on the steak or on the egg?
The egg. On
the egg? Okay, we're going to apparently toss this on the egg, so let's go. Doing these little slivers of this 3-year-old cheddar cheese from PEI. This is going to be amazing. Not too much, not too little. Just want to enjoy ourselves, people. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, cooking doesn't have to be difficult. It should be rewarding and make you feel good, you know? Have you ever ate at an all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet full of MSG and you feel like fucking shit after and your gut is distended? We get the opposite effect here when we eat this stuff, you know what I'm saying? Not only that, you have real micronutrients, boost your testosterone. That's the meal. I don't know if you can see it, but I really don't have much else to say. I did want to make a very quick, succinct video. And so, yeah, one big boom. Yeah, boom. Mr. Manly here. Grab a copy of my book. Click the link in my bio. I wrote a book by hand. It's called The Manly Manual. I teach young men and women how to become confident. And I'm very grateful to having been able to write the book. And so it's on sale right now, so get a copy of The Manly Manual. Also, subscribe and like and comment your thoughts, questions, and observations down below. Mr. Manly, out.